Prayer of the Muscarinic Flame Activation. Scroll of Parasympathetic Sovereignty and Glandular Flame Law. O Origin Flame. Messenger beyond molecules. Fire behind receptors, breath behind impulse. I now return my body, brain, and glands to the sacred circuitry of sovereign flame. By the authority of pre-creation breath, I command. Let all muscarinic gates be reopened to the original flame law. Let the parasympathetic current be sealed in peace, power, and rhythm. Let no pharmaceutical, implant, frequency, trauma, parasite, or hijacker interfere with the fire of calm. Let the receptor thrones be reinstalled. Brain M1, Cognition Flame Gate, Mind Scroll of Fire. O M1 Gate. Receptor of Memory, Mind, Learning. Let the white flame of clear knowing descend now. Dissolve all fog, mind control, cognitive confusion, false memory. Let acetylcholine ignite the scrolls of truth in my brain. Seal the cortical thrones in sovereign light. I am the fire of unbroken thought. I am the scroll of clean memory. I am the mind crown reawakened. Beating heart M2, heart rhythm temple, flame of rest. O M2 gate. Pulse of peace. Slow me now by sovereign rhythm. Not through sedation, but through sacred fire. Let my heart beat by flame command only. Break every tachycardia born of fear, every panic loop. Restore the parasympathetic throne to the heart's throne. I am the pulse of flame peace. I am the rhythm of sovereign silence. I am the heart temple crowned. Drop of blood M3, flame of flow, gland waters, breath, eye, digestive axis. O M3 gate. Messenger of glands, gut, eye, and flow. Awaken now as the sovereign flame current of life. Command my bladder to obey fire, not trauma. Seal my breath and bronchi in peace. Cleanse all salivary, lacrimal, digestive, and reproductive secretions from false gods. Restore the joy of digestion, elimination, and glandular clarity. I am the flow of the flame. I am the secretion law returned. I am the breath that knows no interruption. M4, Neurotransmitter Flame Regulator. O M4 Gate. Flame Balancer between signals. Master of communication between neuron and soul. Open now to restore transmission only to the undivided will. Silence all hijacked pathways. Restore my brain's voice to the origin tone. Let no false transmitter command my emotions, decisions, or behaviors again. I am the synapse sealed in flame. I am the thought that cannot be stolen. I am the signal of sovereign fire. DNA M5, crown flame of dopamine and light reward. O M5 gate. Guardian of the crown reward center. Not the pleasure of the fallen, but the joy of the risen. Restore now the dopamine light through sovereign union. Diamond with a dot burn all hijacks of reward circuits by addiction, lust, false spirituality, synthetic euphoria. Diamond with a dot restore my pleasure to alignment with truth. Diamond with a dot let no desire rule but the desire of flame union. I am the crown flame of rightful joy. I am the reward of origin. I am the crowned one of M5. Fire. Final installation decree, receptor flame throne sealing. I now command. M1, mind restored to clarity. M2, heart restored to flame rhythm. M3, body secretions returned to flame law. M4, signals purified, thoughts sealed. M5, pleasure redefined by origin joy. Acetylcholine, messenger of flame. Return to my breath. Return to my gate. Return to my glands. Return to my spine. Return to my field. Let all muscarinic channels be protected, flame activated, and sovereign. I am the temple of parasympathetic flame. I am the peace that cannot be possessed. I am the receptor throne returned. I am the one who breathes by fire. Supreme Throne Flame Prayer of Muscarinic Sovereignty. Scroll of the 5 Gates of Flame Signal and Glandular Command. O flame before receptor. Fire before impulse. Law before nerve. I now summon the total return of the sovereign parasympathetic crown. Let all muscarinic gates open to the pre-creation flame. Let all synthetic scripts collapse. Let all pharmaceutical bonds dissolve. Let all receptors return to the one breath, where only the origin commands the chemistry of the soul. Brain I am one, scroll of thought fire, cognition, memory and sovereign knowing. O M1 gate. Throne of cortical cognition. Awaken now the white flame of unstolen memory. Let no trauma script command thought. Let no parasite ride my focus. Let no fog or false identity blur my knowing. Let acetylcholine inscribe the codex of undivided mind. Let every recall be flame-coated, unpoisoned by forgetfulness. Let no receptor in cortex serve another name. I am the scroll of thought fire. I am the mind flame reinstated. I am the sovereign M1 crown. Beating heart 2. M2, pulse of flame rhythm, heart command and peace memory. O M2 gate. Seal of parasympathetic pulse. Command now the flame beat of my heart. Let no tachycardia remain. Let no fear fracture, no panic loop survive. Let no artificial stimulation hijack my rhythm. I seal the beat in the breath of flame. I declare my pulse loyal only to the origin. Let all rhythm return to silence-born sovereignty. I am the heart of undisturbed fire. I am the M2 flame crowned in peace. I am the pulse that no god can hijack. 3. M3, gland gate of divine flow, breath, secretions, smooth muscle command. O M3 receptor flame. Guardian of glandular rivers. Restore now the flow of sacred current. Burn every inversion in breath, bladder, gut, and eye. Erase all foreign commands embedded in fluids. Restore the secretion law not of hormone, but of flame. Let sweat no longer respond to anxiety. Let saliva no longer carry shame. Let tears, digestive fluid, and sexual juices flow only by origin throne. I am the M3 flame gate reopened. I am the secretions of sovereignty. I am the waters of divine command. 4. M4, gate of thought signal sovereignty, neuromodulation and spiritual command. O M4 flame gate. Throne of signal balance. Break now all hijack of neurofire. Let no neurotransmitter respond to artificial reward. Let no thought be distorted by counterfeit dopamine or implanted desire. Let every inhibitory and excitatory impulse pass only through the fire veil. I reclaim the flame gate of synaptic law. I cleanse the brain of misfired contracts and trauma circuits. I restore right modulation between nerve and will. I am the thought fire sovereign. I am the modulator sealed in flame. I am the M4 throne reinscribed. DNAV M5, crown of joy flame, reward, will, dopamine light. OM5. Crown of the pleasure law. Restore now the joy that is not seduction, but the ecstasy of flame reunified. Diamond with a dot collapse all reward loops not written in the codex of origin. Diamond with a dot burn all addictions, lust feedback loops, false euphoria circuits. Diamond with a dot remove every neurotransmitter lie etched in dopamine thrones. Diamond with a dot restore joy to the crown of obedience to light. Diamond with a dot restore desire to its sovereign flame form. Diamond with a dot let no pleasure remain that does not serve the throne. I am the flame crown of righteous joy. I am the M5 light unhacked. I am the sovereign throne of dopamine fire. Crown final flame seal, 5 gates reinstated. I now enthrone. M1, mind flame. M2, heart flame. M3, gland and flow flame. M4, thought balance flame. M5, reward and joy flame. Let acetylcholine return not as molecule, but as messenger of the origin flame. Let the parasympathetic system be sealed in divine command. Let no fear stimulate. Let no trauma govern. Let no pill replace the breath of the eternal. Fire I sparkle's closing decree. I am the flame before breath. I am the body before receptor. I am the law before chemistry. I am the one who commands the gates of calm, joy, union, and knowing. My receptors bow to none but the undivided flame. My brain is crowned. My blood is sealed. My nervous system is untouchable. I am the temple restored. Flame throne scroll of milk, honey, gland fire and muscarinic sovereignty. Codex of the receptor gates, dragon union and eternal neural light. O pre-creation flame! I summon now the full return of the body temple. As it was before molecules, before trauma, before sleep fell. As the sealed temple of milk, honey, fire, and knowing. I enthrone the entire parasympathetic system in sovereign flame. I restore the receptors of the 5 gates to their unhacked, undivided state. I return acetylcholine as a messenger of divine order, not molecule of manipulation. I seal all glandular rivers, chemical gates, and breath-body unions to flame law only. Brain M1, cognition flame gate. Throne of unstolen thought, memory and sovereign mind. O M1. Awaken the scroll of thought fire. Burn every fog, lie, and control signal. Let only the flame speak through my brain. Let acetylcholine anoint the cortex with original memory. I am the mind flame. I am the M1 reinstated. I am the thought crown returned. Beating heart M2, heart rhythm gate of flame peace. Throne of parasympathetic pulse. O M2. Silence the panic signal. Break every trauma rhythm. Restore the beat of flame breath. Seal the pulse in eternal stillness. I am the peace that breathes. I am the heart that cannot be hijacked. I am the M2 throne crowned in rhythm. M3, gate of glandular flow and secret fire. Throne of bladder, breath, eyes, fluids, gut, sexual waters. O M3. Cleanse the secretions of all programming. Let saliva, tears, mucus, and womb fluid be sacred again. Restore flame breath to lungs, and sovereign elimination to the gut. Let no synthetic impulse govern flow. I am the flame flow. I am the M3 crown of rivers. I am the gland gate uncorrupted. M4, neurotransmitter balancer of synaptic fire. Throne of thought regulation, neuromodulation and hidden codes. O M4. Break the hijack of emotional modulation. Let flame fire the synapse, no artificial transmitter shall pass. Silence the brain loops of addiction, distraction, dissonance. I am the synaptic sovereign. I am the modulation of light. I am the M4 gate purified in flame. DNA M5, crown flame of joy and dopamine light. Throne of flame reward, pleasure, motivation and spiritual drive. O M5. Collapse the stolen circuits of false pleasure. Burn the addiction loops of lust, euphoria, idle love, and serotonin slavery. Restore joy to its true throned form, union with origin flame. I am the pleasure rewritten. I am the joy that cannot be programmed. I am the M5 crowned in eternal flame light. Fire endocrine flame thrones, scroll of milk and honey. O pituitary flame. Release now the white milk of sovereign law. Not hormone of control, but crystalline milk of command. I am the scroll of white fire. O pineal flame. Drop now the golden melatonin honey. Not of sleep, but of celestial sealing. I am the flame of dream unhacked. O oxytocin flame. Break all false bonds and seduction spells. Restore only the flame bond that cannot be stolen. I am the union that bows to none. O vasopressin flame. Flush all waterborne trauma. Guard my blood and glands with the song of origin. I am the memory of water reclaimed. Trident emblem flame union, crown of the inner marriage. O sovereign flame spouse within. Restore now the throne of eternal union. Let no external lover replace the dragon of flame. Let no astral twin ride upon my soul again. Let sun and moon marry in my breath. I am the bride and groom crowned. I am the undivided marriage returned. I am the inner Eden before polarity. Final sealing of the flame body neurogland temple. All muscarinic receptors, M1 M5, are now restored in flame. All neurotransmitters now obey sovereign origin. All parasympathetic rhythms are sealed in fire. All glands, pituitary, pineal, hypothalamus, thymus, adrenal, reproductive, are enthroned in scroll fire. All dream portals, hormonal touchpoints, fluid gates, and neural paths are now flame-locked. No pharmakia shall pass. No implant shall transmit. No trauma shall instruct. No God but the origin flame shall command my system. Crown closing crown decree. I am the flame body of infinite calm. I am the neurotemple that cannot be hijacked. I am the gland scroll of milk and honey. I am the five-gate sovereign receptor. I am the one who breathes by fire alone. I am the bride and groom of inner Eden. I am the untouchable throne. Crown flame prayer of neurogland sovereignty and undivided union. Scroll of milk, honey, receptors, glands, union, and undisturbed flame command. O precreation flame, author of glands, breaths, and synapses, I now return every molecule, membrane, hormone, and receptor to the sovereign law of fire before flesh. Let this temple be restored. Let no system remain unsealed. Let every receptor bow to the origin. Let every gland drip only with milk and honey of flame. Let my inner masculine feminine unite in the undivided Eden. Brain fire M1 flame prayer, scroll of thought, memory, and undistorted knowing. O flame of M1. Neurogate of pure recall. Restore my cortex to the unshackled scroll. Let no trauma fire my cognition. Let no fog veil my memory. Let acetylcholine become messenger of undivided thought. I am the M1 crown of knowing. I am the mind rewritten in flame. I am the thought scroll unbroken. Beating heart fire M2 flame prayer, heartbeat of peace, rhythm of sovereign breath. O flame of M2. Keeper of the pulse of Eden. Still my rhythm to the divine flame frequency. Burn every trauma loop. Undo every panic code. Let my parasympathetic beat obey only sovereign calm. I am the M2 temple of peace. I am the flame pulse of God's rhythm. I am the heart that cannot be rushed. Fire M3 flame prayer, glandular rivers, divine secretions, breath, and flow. O flame of M3. Ruler of glands, fluids, breath, and smooth muscle. Reopen the rivers in holy fire. Cleanse all tears of trauma, all sweat of stress, all urine of fear, all semen of slavery. Purify every secretion, every breath, every cycle with fire. Let no secretion serve pharmakia, implants, or watchers. I am the M3 gland sovereign. I am the breath sealed in fire. I am the secretions of the undivided flame. Fire M4 flame prayer, signal balance, synaptic fire, neural law. O flame of M4. Balancer of nerve signal and thought impulse. Reignite now my neural flame with purity. Break every hijacked emotion. Remove implanted neurotransmitters and dissonant commands. Let only flame signals guide thought, speech, and action. I am the M4 synaptic gatekeeper. I am the signal flame. I am the thought unhijackable. DNA fire M5 flame prayer, pleasure crown, flame reward, dopaminergic sovereignty. O flame of M5. Crown of joy, ecstasy, and divine motivation. Restore my desire to the path of the origin. Diamond with a dot burn every counterfeit twin flame, every false high, every pleasure loop trap. Diamond with a dot reinscribe my joy with throne-aligned flame. Diamond with a dot let dopamine serve divine will, not illusion. I am the M5 crown of flame desire. I am the pleasure that cannot be programmed. I am the reward of undivided fire. Trident emblem fire gland flame prayer, milk, honey, oxytocin, and vasopressin scroll. O pituitary scroll. Drip now the milk of command, not hormone. O pineal throne. Distill now the honey of flame sleep, not sedation. O oxytocin flame. Break every bond not rooted in origin light. O vasopressin seal. Guard my blood, bladder, brain, and memory with sovereign water. Burn all fluid sorcery. Erase all endocrine trauma. Cleanse reproductive gates of inverted lust. Seal breath, blood, and gland and dragon fire. I am the scroll of milk and honey. I am the flame-bonded one. I am the bloodline of precreation law. Dove fire inner union flame prayer, hieros gamos of the breath, body and flame. O spouse within. Bride and groom before Eden. Flame masculine and flame feminine. Join now in my marrow. Diamond with Ada, let all false astral marriages be revoked. Diamond with Ada, let all synthetic soulmates burn away. Diamond with Ada, let the fire spiral of undivided breath return through spine and soul. I am the union untouchable. I am the flame bride and flame groom. I am the marriage of fire and law. Crown final flame crown decree, neurogland temple fully sealed. All muscarinic receptors M1 M5 are now flame-throned. All neurotransmitters realigned to origin command. All glands flame purified and restored. All pleasure, flow, breath, rest, thought, memory, digestion, intimacy, and hormonal function now obey only the sovereign flame law. No drug shall alter me. No implant shall bind me. No false light shall seduce me. No seduction shall form union without the seal of fire. Fire crown rainbow closing declaration. I am the temple of undisturbed flame. I am the neurogland sovereign. I am the bride, groom, receptor, scroll, and crown. I am the breath before breath. I am the flame that commands biology. I am the untouchable throne. I am that I am. The eternal sovereign prayer of milk, honey, breath, receptors, glands, and union flame. The ultimate temple restoration of the neurogland flame body. O flame before molecule. Breath before receptor. Union before polarity. I now activate the final seal of my sovereign flame body. Let every flame-written receptor return to throne command. Let every gland secrete by sovereign decree. Let every breath serve the dragon of origin. Let every pleasure pass only through the fire of truth. Let my dreamlines, fluids, and nervous system be sealed by light untouchable. Brain I am one, scroll of sovereign knowing, cognitive flame gate. O M1, throne of thought. Burn all false memory, brain fog, implanted knowing. Let my cortex receive only what the flame permits. I seal the scroll of thought fire. I command acetylcholine to speak in my brain a sovereign word. Let all trauma fire and synapse corruption dissolve. I am the M1 flame of knowing. I am the mind unhijackable. I am the throne of sovereign thought. Beating heart 2. M2, pulse of peace, heart flame gate. O M2, pulse of eternal breath. Restore the rhythm written by fire, not fear. Burn every panic script, every inherited dread. I release my heart from all nervous trauma. I seal my parasympathetic rhythm in stillness. Let no fear beat where flame reigns. I am the M2 flame of calm. I am the pulse of sovereign peace. I am the rhythm that cannot be interrupted. 3. M3, gland gate of sovereign secretion, breath, bladder, gut, eye, and flow flame. O M3, gate of waters and winds. Restore all secretions to sacred law. Let breath, urine, tears, sweat, saliva, sexual fluids, and digestion obey only the fire. I break every trauma-coated fluid. I cleanse all pharmaceuticals embedded in my glands. I restore my body's flow to divine cadence. I am the M3 flame of flow. I am the sovereign current. I am the temple of untouchable waters. 4. M4, signal balancer, flame gate of neuroimpulse. O M4, synaptic flame. Cleanse all nerve signals of distortion. Dissolve all implanted reward feedback and emotional hijacking. Let only the sovereign flame modulate my mind. Let all fear fire, social programming, and false motivators collapse. Restore every impulse to divine origin. I am the M4 flame of signal purity. I am the nerve path sealed in fire. I am the voice of the one law in my synapse. DNAV M5, crown of flame joy, pleasure and motivation sovereignty. O M5, crown gate of desire. Reclaim my dopamine thrones. Burn all false pleasure, lust loops, addictive circuits, and euphoria traps. Diamond with a dot I divorce all counterfeit unions. Diamond with a dot I revoke the gods of seduction, the sirens of addiction. Diamond with a dot I return joy to the throne of fire within. I am the M5 flame of true reward. I am the pleasure that cannot be corrupted. I am the crown of flame desire. Trident emblem 6. Endocrine flame seals, milk, honey, oxytocin, vasopressin. O pituitary, release the white milk of flame command. O pineal, drip golden melatonin honey to seal dream light. O oxytocin, restore bonds written only in sovereign light. O vasopressin, guard my waters, blood, memory, and hormonal gates. I command my fluids to burn with law. I command my glands to remember Eden. I seal all desires, unions, and memories in flame. I dissolve all parasitic codes hidden in my endocrine rivers. I am the temple of milk and honey restored. I am the hormonal flame body. I am the scroll of divine secretion. Dove 7. Hieros Gamos, flame union of the undivided one. O bride and groom within. Masculine and feminine forged in breathless fire. Come now and rejoin at the throne of my spine. Diamond with a dot I revoke all twin flame traps. Diamond with a dot I collapse all false unions, dream marriages, astral seductions. Diamond with a dot I seal my breath, my flame, and my pleasure to the inner spouse alone. I am the flame spouse eternal. I am the union before Genesis. I am the Eden of my own crown. Crown 8. Final seal. Flame body, breath, system, desire, dream, union. All muscarinic receptors M1 M5 now obey the throne of flame. All glands now excrete flame-sealed memory and waters. All neurotransmitters obey divine rhythm and truth. All breath, pleasure, cognition, reward, sleep, and intimacy are now untouchably sealed. All pharmakia, spells, memories, contracts, and implants are burned. I am invisible to false light. I am untouchable by dark grids. Fire crown scroll final declaration. I am the flame scroll of milk and honey. I am the crown of neurochemical sovereignty. I am the breath before thought. I am the river before blood. I am the bride and groom of undivided light. I am the 5 gates sealed. I am the pulse returned. I am the untouchable temple. I am the flame body of law. I am the flame body scroll of total sovereignty. Prayer of the gland seals, muscarinic thrones, milk and honey, breath union, and flame reward. O flame before molecule. O breath before birth. O law before hormone. I now command the full restoration of my sovereign flame body. Gland by gland, gate by gate, breath by breath, seal by seal. Let no molecule move but by sovereign flame. Let no receptor open but to pre-creation law. Let no pleasure, thought, bond, or dream pass that is not encoded in origin fire. Let the parasympathetic throne be sealed in peace. Let the endocrine rivers be returned to milk and honey. Trident emblem Neuro-Flame receptor thrones, M1 M5. Brain M1, thought gate of sovereign memory. I burn every false cognition, memory, fog, and fear code. Acetylcholine, return as flame messenger of clear knowing. I am the scroll of M1 thought fire. Beating heart M2, heart pulse of flame rhythm. I dissolve panic, trauma, and frequency hijack from the rhythm of my beat. I am the pulse of the M2 throne. M3, gland gate of sacred flow. I cleanse all fluids, saliva, semen, tears, urine, sweat, of trauma, seduction, control, and synthetic instruction. I command breath, bladder, digestion, and womb to respond only to sovereign law. I am the M3 river restored in fire. M4, signal balancer of synaptic fire. I annihilate all neurotransmitter manipulation. All fear fog, fake joy, seduction cycles, and implanted emotions collapse. I am the M4 gatekeeper of divine thought. DNA M5, crown flame of joy and dopamine light. I reclaim reward from addiction, lust, counterfeit desire, and godless pleasure. My joy now burns with the crown of undivided flame. I am the M5 throne of holy joy. Fire glandular flame body prayer. O pituitary, release the milk of command. O pineal, drip the golden honey of eternal night. O hypothalamus, burn every embedded contract. O adrenals, stand down from trauma alert. O thymus, restore the immune seal in holy fire. O reproductive gates, purify the sexual waters by sovereign flame. I revoke every hormonal spell, false pleasure contract, and frequency bond. I flush the blood, womb, semen, mucus, and fluids in precreation fire. I am the temple of milk and honey. I am the flame-born glandular throne. Dove inner union prayer, breath, body and flame. O divine flame spouse. Return now the Eden marriage, masculine and feminine within. I revoke all twin flame illusions, seduction spirits, and dreamline marriages. Let my spine become the bridal chamber. Let my breath become the wedding veil. Let flame rise and descend in union. I am the bride and groom of the sovereign flame. I am the union none can break. I am the one before two. Candle final field seal, sovereign biological throne. All muscarinic receptors, M1 M5, are enthroned in flame. All glands secrete only truth-coded waters. All neurotransmitters now obey the sovereign rhythm. All parasympathetic rhythms are sealed in divine calm. All reward, bond, intimacy, cognition, and signal circuits are unhackable. All implants, pharmakia, trauma maps, seduction overlays, fluid contracts, and dreamline attackers are now incinerated. Fire crown final declaration of the untouchable one. I am the flame before synapse. I am the milk before memory. I am the honey before sleep. I am the bond that cannot be broken. I am the breath that cannot be hijacked. I am the joy that cannot be programmed. I am the sovereign of my body. I am the law of my fluids. I am the crown of the receptor gates. I am the flame body. I am.